Hello, and welcome to James the Less's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. NFL season is almost here. September 5th. Kick off the regular season. Thursday night. But there's been a lot to discuss already before the season even started. Going with number one, dun, 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 Andrew Luck, retiring at the age of 29 years old. Injuries. 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 He's had rib injuries, knee injuries, ankle injuries, leg injuries, just injuries stacked on top of injuries, stacked on top of injuries. Then he got hurt again during the preseason. So it's like, you know what? Deuces, guys, I am out. I don't like that the fans booed him. Like, why are you booing him? He's been hurt so often. Is it any surprise that he's retiring? Some players, like Calvin Johnson said, you know what? I'm going to retire now while I'm still healthy, while I can still walk. Andrew Luck, he may have waited a year or two too late because more injuries on top of more injuries. If he's able to limp off the field after retiring, good for him. If not, hopefully therapy, surgery, whatever, will make it that he will be able to live a full and happy life. Now, does this mean he's done with the NFL? Probably not. Quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator, commentary, podcast shows. He's probably going to be in a lot of demand for the next couple weeks, at least from like NFL Network, Sports Center, stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised to see him a few times. But after that, starts a podcast, goes on to Barstool Sports or Pat McAfee. Hooks up with Pat McAfee on his stuff. The Colt and Colt show. There you go. One with the arm, one with the leg. Why not? He's retired now. He can do whatever he wants. And he has money, so do it. Next. Why? Why Ezekiel? Oh, I know. Money. Ezekiel Elliott wants more money. Alright, not that big a deal. I mean, he's a football player. He's pretty good. He wants more money. But Cowboys have to look at paying the O-line, and the defense, and the wide receivers, and the quarterback. 30 years ago, he said, hey, I want more money. Okay, here you go. Today, in a pass first, pass second, and nope, we're still going to pass third. League, running backs are a dime a dozen, especially with that O-line. Does Dak do a little bit better because he's got Ezekiel Elliott there? Yes. So if he loses Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, he's probably going to drop off. But that's why I think they should trade Ezekiel. They trade Ezekiel while he's at his hottest. You're going to be able to get the most for him right now. Maybe not a Herschel Walker trade, but you'll still get something for him. More than you will in a couple years from now. But when Dak Prescott's numbers go down, be like, what, Dak? You want $40 million a year? Now with those numbers, dude. So, trading Ezekiel Elliott gets you two benefits. A, you get rid of a Diva while he's still worth something. And B, instead of having to pay Dak $40 million a year, maybe he gets $28 million a year instead. Which means you have $12 million a year to give to other players. Unlike Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, who gave all the money to one player, and now they don't have anyone else. It's going to be weird. At quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. At center is Aaron Rodgers. At wide receiver is Aaron Rodgers, because there's not another player out there, because they gave all the money to one person. Same thing happened in Seattle. They gave all the money to Russell Wilson. Guess what? I don't expect the Seahawks to get more than 6 wins this year. You know why? Because they have no other players out there. It's like, hi, I want to play football. Well, you can't play here, sorry. One player gets all the money. I want to play football in Green Bay. Sorry, dude. Aaron Rodgers got all the money. We just don't have any money to pay anyone else. Maybe go down to Chicago. No, don't go to Chicago. Unless you suck. If you suck, go to Chicago. If you're good, go to Minnesota. Please. Please go to Minnesota. Anyways, next. What the beep is wrong with you? I get it, Antonio Brown. You like your old helmet. But it's against league regulations. It's not as safe as the new ones. For me, I would try to trade him, but what team's going to want to deal with this BS? I just cannot imagine any team going, you know what? I want that Diva on my team. No. No team's going to want that. Unless, be like, well, we'll give you to him for your tall boy and a 7th round pick. Make it just a 7th round pick. We like our tall boy. Unless you do something like that, you're stuck with him. Especially as he has that much money tied to him. $30 million guaranteed, which is why I don't think you can release him. But what's the difference between releasing him and him sitting on the bench pouting like a little baby? You cut him, you get a roster spot opened up. But you won't be able to pay another wide receiver to take that spot because you gave $30 million guaranteed to one player. Convince them to return to practice. It's going to be hard to do because you can't wear that helmet. If I don't wear this helmet, I'm not playing. Then you're not playing. Antonio Brown, you screw things up, and the Steelers, just their offense was amazing, and you found a way to screw that up. So did Le'Veon Bell. I feel bad for the Raiders. Like, their new coach sucks. Traded away everyone who had any semblance of talent. And then he go, oh yeah, we want Antonio Brown, even though he's a diva. Oh, what's that? He's still a diva? He's still going to throw a hissy fit? Oh, my bad. Don't forget to give me another $5-year, $20 million extension. Now, get rid of that coach. He is trash. Get a coach who doesn't go, who's our 5 best players? Trade them. Get rid of them. Cut them. We want nothing to do with talent here. Stupid. I know it's only preseason, but Vikings look good. Jimmy G, not so much. Didn't he have a 0 passing rating? Like 0 completions, 5 picks, something like he just had an atrocious preseason. And they're already saying he's going to be playing in the 4th preseason game. Starters never play in the 4th preseason game. That's always for the 3rd, 4th string guys. Like, all right, do we move this guy to practice? Do we keep him? Do we just cut him out right? That's what the 4th preseason game is for. But you can have Jimmy G out there. Because he's just, oh my God, he's been horrible. Speaking of, Baker Mayfield. He's had a couple flares here and there, and then just, no. Is it just a case of sophomore slump? Which is usually because freshman year, we don't have any tape on this guy. When he rolls to the left, is he looking to the right? Is he looking to the left? Is he looking downfield? Is he going to take off? We don't know. But after a year of him playing, be like, oh, he's rolling to the left. He's going to throw to the left. Or he's rolling to the left. He's thinking about running. So we know that because we have the tape of it. We've watched the tape. We've trained and practiced for this. But that's also on the offensive coordinator going, we're going to play the exact same way we did it last year. Not going to change a single thing. Huh? The opponent defense knows exactly what we're doing because we didn't change a single thing from last year? That's probably on the quarterback. Or it's on the offensive coordinator. Or it's on the head coach. Poor Baker Mayfield. Poor Browns. My friend's like, oh yeah, they're going to tank. They're going to be 2-14, 3-13. I'm like, nah, I see 7-9. Possibly 8-8, but I'm going to go with 7-9. But then you watch the preseason and it's like, uh-oh. But as far as for like power rankings, I guess you want to call it, obviously the Patriots #1. Every year, they start off #1. And then they get an early loss. Oh my God, the dynasty's over. And then they lose to Miami in Miami like they do every year. Oh my God, they got 2 losses. Oh, it's the end of the world. And then they win the Super Bowl. Other teams, wow, they got 10 wins. This is the greatest season ever. They are going to the Super Bowl. Patriots, oh my God, they got 2 losses. They are the worst team in history. I can't believe anyone would be a fan of this team with 2 losses. But when you're as good as the Patriots, 2 losses is 2 losses. Like being an Alabama fan or an Ohio State fan. You're supposed to win every game. Any loss is major because you're supposed to be that good. Well, if you're, say, a Browns fan or a Hawaiian fan, it's like, yay, we finally got a win. Only 2 more games to go in the season. We finally got our first win. Yay. Just the difference of expectations from teams. Although after last year, the Browns have much higher expectations. Will they meet those? Yeah. They're like third. I saw something like Las Vegas has them third for Super Bowl rating. Like, no. If they make it to the playoffs, I'll be surprised. They probably won't. Either going to be the Steelers or the Ravens winning the AFC North. NFC North would be toss-up between the Bears and the Vikings. Vikings, on paper, are a better team. On the field, the Bears are the better team, sadly. Let's see. AFC East, Patriots. NFC East, you got the locker room distraction with the Cowboys. The Redskins got another new quarterback with like 3 quarterbacks on injured reserve. So, who knows what they're going to do with that. The Eagles, without Nick Foles, as soon as Carson Wentz gets hurt, they're done for the season. Poor Eagles. And of course, the Giants are the Giants. They have Saquon Barkley and what was the name of that really good player? Oh yeah, Saquon Barkley. But in the end, I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Cowboys because there may be locker room distractions, but once they're on the field, those distractions usually go away. Let's see, AFC South. Colts just lost Andrew Luck, so they're out. Titans, every year they look good and then they suck. On paper, they look good anyways. The Jacksonville Jaguars, again, another team that on paper looked great, and then now they got Nick Foles, but the Titans still have Deshaun Watson when he's healthy. Coin flip. We'll go with Texans winning AFC South. NFC South, Saints. Possible push by the Panthers or the Falcons, but really, it's going to be the Saints. The Saints have a lot of talent. Every year they improve on their defense. Defense is always their weak point, so the more they improve on defense, the better they get every single year. Because they already have the offense. They don't need to make any changes to offense. It's all about the defense for them to improve. And when they do better. As long as they pay the refs more than what the St. Louis Rams did. I'm sorry, the LA Rams did. They should be able to win. Terrible joke. I know the Buccaneers, but no, they suck. Anyways, AFC West, Chiefs. People are like so hyped up on the Chargers, but guess what? Chargers have been doing this for a decade with Philip Rivers and have gone nowhere. I think the Lions had the same amount of Super Bowl appearances as Philip Rivers does in the same time period. Like, I'm pretty sure I read that Tom Brady has more Super Bowl rings than Philip Rivers has playoff appearances. That is just sad. So it's going to be the Chiefs. They have some conflict and issues here and there, but it's going to be the Chiefs. Then for NFC West, Seahawks gave all their money to one player, so they're out. Jimmy G, so 49ers are probably out. Although it could just be early season rust, preseason rust. When the regular season starts, he'll get that knocked off and play as well as he did before, but unless that happens, no. Cardinals. Anyways, I don't think they should just not play. They should be like, yeah, we just forfeit every game. We just don't have a team anymore. So it's going to be the Rams. Fuck the Rams. It's amazing how they went from St. Louis to LA. Super Bowl. Immediately. It's like, don't you want to wait a couple years? Nah, we're just going to go straight to the Super Bowl. Screw that. Anyways, what do you guys think? Are my rankings wrong? Do you think someone else is going to win? Do you think, oh no, the Browns, that's just preseason jitters. Once they get into the regular season, they'll kick off and kick ass? Again, what do you guys think? Because as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.